Hello everybody, you're here with Claro Beauty with Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So what do I have on my face? I have, as you are aware, the Victoria Beckham Regenerating Cell Regime, which is the serum and the primer illuminator moisturizer, whatever you put on top. And I use a little bit of the corrector, you know, is my favorite, Charlotte Tilbury corrector under my eyes. And I am wearing a little bit of the Chantecaille Laughter, which is a coral blush, just a tiny bit. All right, that's where we're starting, okay? Now, one of my biggest secrets, biggest secrets, and it's old as the mountains. Okay, not that old, but since I was 14, this has been the thing for my skin. And now that I'm gonna turn 50, it's still awesome for my skin. And I mention it because, yes, it's coming. Because a lot of you keep asking me about foundations. And I've been trying a lot of foundations, and that video is coming up with all my report and all my thoughts on the foundations. But the truth of the matter is I barely use foundation. I don't like foundation. I think, and people have told me that when, you know, they see me without makeup, they're like, oh my God, your skin is great, it's awesome, da, da, da. And then they see me with makeup on, all full makeup, and I feel great. And I have had comments, things like, you look great in makeup, but I love when you're bare skin, you know, sort of thing. I mean, are they telling me that I look better without makeup? Maybe. It's just foundations don't do me a good thing. I don't know what to tell you. So what I do is use this. Yes, it's coming. So I use this bare skin, or I use this as a retouch, meaning I would put foundation, I would get ready, I would do everything, and then I go out. And, you know, when everything starts falling apart or, okay, getting duller or, you know, it's just not as bright or whatever, what I do is I use this to refresh. And it always brings and does wonders. I know a lot of people use this setting spray, and I have like 3 or 4, you know, setting sprays. I don't like what they do to me. When I apply them at the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, fresh. But then they start making that, what do I call it? When I start looking very older. It just does something to me. Yeah, the makeup will endure. You'll see the colors hours later. But I look like an older lady. That's just my thing. I mean, I don't know. I have some setting sprays that are just like rose water, or I have a very good one. I'll do a video on that they might help because they just refresh. It's not really like something that will help elongate or fix the makeup. It's just like a refreshing, moisturizing sort of thing. Those work a little better, but still, if I'm going out and I want to look good, I don't use a setting spray. Just don't. All right, there you go. So, my biggest secret, okay, don't laugh. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal for you. It's just for me. You recognize it? More. Ah! What is this? All right. So, this is, ta-da! This is DIOR Forever Extreme Control. That's what it is. It's supposed to be a foundation in a powder, but it's kind of a dual powder. They actually started with that dual powder. They have it. They still sell it. And it's marvelous. I remember when I was 14, 15, 16, you know, this was the expensive stuff to get back then for me. And this always did miracles. My cousin, who lives in Europe, for the longest times, they didn't carry the dual powder in Europe. And she would only order it. You know, she would come to the States. It was one of those things that if you go and visit, what do you want me to bring you? It was always that dual powder. Now, of course, you still ask for it, but now they sell it over there. It's the same thing as many of the makeup items in Mexico. My mom and sister still ask me for certain things, and they sell it in their mall. I mean, they do. but they still, you know, it's one of those things that we get used to it when we're close to the border or close to the United States, but we didn't live in the United States. And the United States had these items, but now they're everywhere. Anyhow, it was this powder. So I'm talking 30 years. 30 years. Yeah. And I'll tell you how much I like it. So I have two. Same. My color is 20, which is interesting because I started with porcelain, which is 10, and foundation, I'm in 10. But this one, I buy the 20. See? Yeah. And, well, are they both 20? Because this one looks a little, whoops. Oof, it fell because it's that old. But you see, it's one of the few things I hit pan on. Love it. I don't use it all the time, but when I go out, and I don't have that brush with me, I wish I did. It's one of those brushes, probably I got it at Walgreens or something. It's one of those brushes, and this is the reason why I got it, where it's a cylinder and it has a cover. So it doesn't, you know, it's all withheld inside. And so, and you kind of twist it and it goes in. There's no powder in there, it's just a brush. So I put that in my purse. So what I do is I put the powder in the brush and then I close it and then I go. And so when I'm in the middle of dancing, well, I don't dance that much anymore, but you know, if you're sweating or in the heat or, you know, or what I said, if your makeup starts looking dull, I immediately pull it out, powder myself, it all brings back, put a little blush, and then it's refreshing and looks good. If I had put some setting spray, it won't work. I don't know what the setting spray does, but it won't work. So I don't. So now you know my secret. Hey, what video is this? Number what? That I reveal my biggest secret. Well, no, I have revealed certain other secrets before. You know I do. You know I have. So, all of that explanation, because I'm planning to put some of this on. So, because my preference of brush, maybe because I'm so used to it, is the one I just spoke to you about. And it's not here, it's in my purse, and I'm not going to go and get it. So I think another one that might work for this, and I have many powder brushes, so shouldn't be in trouble for this one, is this new Niji Pro Sonia G. You've seen me already in 2 videos brought this up. 1, first impression, and 2, using it. But I think this will be perfect for this. The other one I do use is this small one. This one came, so Dior. I don't remember which one this came with. If you know, let me know. I don't remember, but I have several of this. So there must be a product that I buy often that comes with this ones. So I use this one too for that powder, but right now, no. I want to showcase it with this one. And let's see. So I just sort of and then I just apply it. I can use this as a setting powder. I can use this as a finishing powder. And, but what I mostly use it with is a canvas, because it really brings, first, it starts blurring my skin. Look at that. Oh, I should have put it on one side and not the other so you could see the difference. But most important, covering the red. I mean, yeah, you still see there because right now it's a little bit acting out, but it'll come down, it'll come down. But it just smoothes everything up. All the wrinkles. I mean, talking about foundations, look at that. You see my forehead? Now what I can do is another time is comparing this with the Chantecaille blurring foundation, blotted powder, which I think it does kind of the same effect, the same as the Charlotte Tilbury. But this one, for some reason, I feel it less drying. It's not creamy, it's powder, but it feels almost like instead of cream to powder, maybe powder to cream. Something like that. Something like that. So this is what I would do. And if you see, it just kind of mattify without making it matte. My skin looks soft. It doesn't look powdery. It doesn't look dry, you know, like powder will make it look. Sorry, I have a hair. And it neutralizes the coloring. It makes it all more coherent instead of, you know, the little red, the little things. No, it just brings it all together very naturally, very my skin. Super, super, super love it. It's one of these products that I don't hear about it that much, and especially I don't hear about it in YouTube. But there you have it. Love it. Okay,